See. Hi, everybody. It's so nice to be here with you today. Happy Tuesday. And oh my gosh, is life filled with roller coaster ups and downs again. But before we get into that, and before we get into building your mind muscles, I just want to say welcome. I want to say welcome to every single person who's here right now, longtime friends, new friends. Thank you for being here today. It's great to come together in this virtual hall, isn't it? Even when you take a moment and just feel that, you can feel the presence of being with other people. You can feel that we're all together. We're all going through something together. We're all sharing this together. We're all moving into higher intelligence and mind body potential together. And that's why we come together during this time, to support each other, to learn new things, and to keep bringing about a greater space of love, actually, at its very base level, of love and of support and of empathy and of compassion. So thank you, everybody, for being here. And please do use the comment button anytime you can. Say hello. Tell me where you're here from. Most of our webinars, we have people from so many different fascinating places in the world. So it's nice to be able to say hello to you. So just pop it in anytime you can and say hello, okay? So what I wanted to know is today, um, hi there. It's great to see you too. What I want you to know today is that no matter where you are in the world, we are all going through something together, aren't we? I mean, I think this COVID-19, this pandemic, has us in a whole new place in our lives, right? Hi from Los Angeles. And what I was thinking about how is, suddenly we were all thinking, oh, it's close. We're going to get out of shelter at home. We're about to get back out again. And then suddenly, yesterday, we start hearing from world leaders inviting people to shelter at home more, and then a slowdown in getting back out into the world, for concerns about it blowing up all over again. So just when you think things are getting started and you might find some normal in your life again, boom, you find out, not really. But maybe this is an opportunity. So what can we do to start looking for the new normal, of a way to go back into life again with greater strength, with greater understanding, with finding new opportunity? So, if your mind hasn't been trained to deal with disappointment, this is a good time. This is a good time, and it will start to play tricks on you, because it will take you into anxiety, it'll take you into depression, it'll take you into sadness, so many different things. But when you train your mind to get out of the subconscious that keeps playing old tapes over and over and over, then you can get back into control, or get into new habits and a new control that you might never have had before in your entire life, right? And one great way to do that is through meditation. And so meditation can take us into higher mind intelligence very rapidly. It doesn't take 20 minutes. It doesn't take sitting in a room by yourself. It takes 1 minute. It takes 90 seconds. And you connect to that potential within. You connect to what begins to rewire the patterns in your brain, to talk to that crisis center you have, to begin having better thoughts and ideas than the ones that make you feel depressed. And today we're going to look at how to deal with challenges in such a different way that it will help you to thrive right now and in the future, when we're not dealing with this pandemic. So it's something that's going to support you throughout your entire life, which is a good thing to have, isn't it? We all need to have a toolkit filled with goodies that support us in all the different situations in life. So again, today's focus is on building your mental muscles. Wow, building your mental muscles. So let's begin first with a 90-second SOS meditation. So there's nothing to do, just sit back and relax. If thoughts come in, don't worry, just let them go by. Just let them pass by like clouds on a windy day, and then go back to your experience, listening to the sounds, listening to the music, and just feeling what's there for you. Let's begin.
Listen to the resonance of the music. Allow your worries to fade away. Ease and comfort. Ease and comfort. Enjoy the rhythmic sensations of dynamic calm. Bringing ease and comfort to your life today.
Wow. So just be in your body right now and feel the shift of what happened in that brief moment. Made me just want to go deeper. It felt so good, didn't it? So, how are you feeling? What was it like for you? Yeah, the shoulders go from here down to here, don't they? It's like, it's such a good feeling. It's amazing how our mind will take away that we can have that strong of a shift in such a short time. In such a short time. What else? Anyone feel those tingling sensations in the body or the mind? Even like the top of your head starts tingling. Sometimes in your back, you start feeling that warmth. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. So today, again, is on, oh, see, dog, your dog chilled out. That's right. That's why we have programs for dogs. It's called Happy Dog. So any of you who have pets, just remember, bring your dog and have them do the meditations with you. And there is a program for the dogs as well. And for you, for dog owners and the dogs, you can do it together. So you'll enjoy that inside the app. So today is about building your mental muscles, okay? So I'm going to offer you something I think you might not have heard before. that's really interesting in that what happens first thing every morning? So imagine yourself, it's the morning, you just open your eyes, and what happens? Not even conscious of the day quite yet, but then thoughts start streaming in, right? And then sometimes concerns start streaming in, and then more thoughts of what you have to do or haven't done. And pretty soon, your mind is just filled with so many thoughts. And they might not be uplifting, they might actually be setting a tone for the day that isn't really supporting you to have a good day. Have you ever noticed that? And though, yeah, you'll pull yourself out of bed and try to get going, but why not take a moment first and begin to shift your day even before you get out of bed? Imagine how helpful that would be. So, what you want to think about is you have an amygdala and a hippocampus. They're two parts of your brain, right? And these two parts of your brain can contribute to anxiety and anxiety disorders. So the amygdala is the communication center, isn't it? And so what's it communicating? It could communicate danger, danger, danger. And that sends messages throughout your body. And then that messages makes you just want to run away. That's the fear flight that we always hear about. So wouldn't it be great if you could change those messages? And that's exactly what you do when you're doing an SOS meditation or any meditation that really connects you to that place of your own potential. Because immediately what starts to happen is you start shooting off new biochemicals that make you feel so good, right? And as they make you feel so good, then it shifts the thoughts in your mind. And as you shift the thoughts in your mind, new messages start running throughout your body. So you don't feel that fear. You don't feel that wanting to run away. So, also, what you know is about your hippocampus, it stores memories. And it can be storing memories that are also frightening, right? Or that are fearful or traumatic. And that can go way back into the past because the minute you have one of them, boom, 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 it's like a roller coaster fills up with all of them. So, what can you do to turn this around? And what can you learn from this? Okay. What you want to think about is how can I change the tapes in my head? So, the tips and tools for today are morning awareness. Morning awareness is about rewiring the brain's response centers so you can take back control. And so, to do whatever you need to do to change those messages in your brain. Because what do you want to feel? You want to feel hopeful. You want to see opportunity in the future. So here's 3 simple steps I want to offer you today, okay? 1, explore. Explore. Before you get out of bed, the first thing you want to do is check in. What's going on in my mind? Is it filled with clutter? Is it filled with negativity? Or is it open to what could happen? Is it coming up with new ideas? Okay, if it feels cluttered, recognize that because you want to change it to thoughts that are supportive, right? So here's 2 ways to do that. The first one is listen. Listen to something that inspires you, okay? That's the first way to get a mind shift. You'll always feel your mind shift if something inspires you, right? So Listen to a podcast. There's so many wonderful ones out today. And I have one to recommend for all of you. It's called Masters of Scale with Reid Hoffman. Okay. Masters of Scale. Reid Hoffman is one of the co founders of LinkedIn. And he's shifted the entire focus. It used to be mostly about technology. Now he's shifted the entire focus, and everything is people and top CEOs of major companies and what they're doing to support people and how they can do that, right? And it is so inspiring. I am blown away. I listened to one just the other day from the head of a sports team. Now, if anybody should be feeling really unhappy right now, it has to be the major people involved with sports. My gosh, how do you take care of all the people? How do you see this coming back? How do you change the stadiums? What are you going to do? And he was so inspiring. You know, he really believes that it's about their business is one of hope, that when people come to sports games, they do feel that hope. And why are they feeling it? It's like a state of meditation. It kicks your brain into high gear, right? It kicks you into forgetting everything else. All the worries of the day go away, and now you're only thinking about that great guy out on the field or that great woman out on the field and what she's going to do and how it's going to happen and how great she is and how powerful she is or he is. So it actually works like a form of meditation in a way. Not the same, because it's not going to change all your habits. But for the moment, it is extremely helpful. So, listening to a podcast, you can listen to an SOS method program. We have a lot of programs on the app, and every single one of this, hi VJ, every single one of the programs will also help shift your mindset, because it sometimes has scientific research that makes you understand things differently. There's also a lot about different holistic techniques that make us understand how much more there is to taking care of ourselves so simply, that our body is willing to do if we just connect in and tap into that place of potential, right? And that natural potential that we all have. So listen to something that inspires you, right? And that begins to sort of flex your mental muscles in a new direction. And then after that, I want you to go and listen. So it's explore, listen, and engage. That's the three steps. Explore. Julie, you could put that up for everybody. Explore, step one. Two is listen. And three is engage. Explore, looking for the different programs and podcasts that could inspire you. Two is listen. Listen to an SOS meditation. Listen to any meditation that connects you to your potential and that begins igniting those hormones, those biochemicals in your body that shoot new thoughts and messages to your brain. Because remember, that's where all the messages start filtering down to your body. So your body will get healthier as well. And then, and by the way, when you do a meditation, you could do a vitality meditation. So you could do one with your eyes open, or you could do a soothing one. It's whatever you feel like in that day. So choose the category that works best for you. Okay. It isn't about, again, taking 20 minutes. You can do it in 5, you can do it in 90 seconds. We just did that, right? And then watch how that shift happens. Okay. And then the third step is engage, get moving. Now it's time to get up out of bed and get moving, get into action. Maybe you already know the priorities of the day. If not, go figure out the priorities of the day, because we all have way too many things to do, but figure out the top 3 things that have to get done no matter what, because that will move you into a more inspired life. That will help you to thrive. So choose your top 3 priorities, get into action, okay? Yes. And look, you know what? Sometimes you need to call a friend. You need to have a buddy to do this with you. And then sometimes, like, have you ever noticed that when you speak out your thoughts, you get more firmly grounded in them? Because then you're not just staying in your head. Call a buddy and say, God, I just listened to this thing today and I wasn't feeling good, but now I'm feeling better. And I had this thought. I think I want to do this. And then I want to do this. And have them be a sounding board for you, because it's grounding you into this whole new state of being, right? And it's from that state of being that suddenly new things open up, new things begin to happen. And that's what you want to do. Now you're building those mental muscles. You've gone from a state that maybe wasn't supporting you into one that you're actually inspired by. And when you're inspired and when you're feeling good, you send that message out to others and you help others as well as yourself, which is such a beautiful thing we want to do today. And if anything we can learn from COVID-19 is how connected we are with each other, and how can we support each other, and how can we be kind to each other. So let's learn from this and use our mental muscles to support us, not only in COVID-19, not only during this time in our lives, during this pandemic, but throughout our entire lives, by building our mental muscle, by getting more tools that anytime we start to spiral down, we will remember one of those tools and it will guide us back into a connection to our own potential that supports us, right? So it's time for your questions. So anything I can do now to support you, to help you in any way, I'm here to do that. So let me know what your thoughts are, any questions you have that could deal with today's topic, or if you have other questions about anything else that's going on, feel free to ask them now. And by the way, oh, here comes one. Hi, Brooke. Do you also have programs? Didn't see the second part of the question. For children, yes. We have programs for children and for teens. And we have a parent's mentor's guide that will help you as you begin walking through it, okay? And as you begin listening and guiding your kids. And look, I will tell you something. If you go to YouTube and watch some of the videos that we have with young kids, you'll be blown away, just blown away, because these kids are so in tune. When they do these meditations, it supports them throughout their entire life. I hear from kids 10 years later after they've done only a couple of them, and then others who continue to do it throughout life. So yes, bring your kids and make it a family practice and give it to them. If they have iPads or cell phones, and you can give it to them so they can use it at their own time as well. That's really a good one. And watch, they'll teach you. When you get out of whack, they'll remind you to start doing it as well. So I saw two other questions pop up. Julie, can you put one of those questions back up again? Or can whoever popped those in, pop them in again so I can see them? The best SOS method to do in the morning. You know what? This is what's so cool about SOS method. It depends on how you feel. And what I like is trying different ones. I don't want to get stuck on one, because each one is like a different sensorial vibration in your body, and it kicks off different ideas because of the words. And so, you know how that game we play as kids, maybe adults too, when you want to know an answer to something and you don't know what it is, and so you open a book and you look at exactly what that is? Do that with the SOS meditations, okay? For gratitude, yes, Judy, a lot of people love gratitude. And a lot of people play I am grateful every single day to begin the day. That's a good one. Sometimes I love Into the Stillness, because Into the Stillness has music that just, wow, it makes my heart soar every time I hear it. And then there's one that deals with forgiveness. So when I feel that I haven't been kind in the way that I could be, or I need to let go of some old triggers and old patterns, I'll play that because it supports me to let go of that old stuff and move into new, right? Because we're all here on our journey, growing and expanding. And I will tell you, through the years that I've done this study and through the years that I traveled doing field research, I've seen for myself because I journal. I'll say things that really bothered me and that I suddenly discovered about myself that don't exist today. So some of the habits that we don't like, they will dissolve completely. And other ones, boy, they hang on. They will come back. And we have to keep working at it. But it's not a bad thing. It's like the diamond, right? And you're just, what is it called when you're, fixing that diamond? It's not fixing, but it's you're cleaning that diamond to reach that state of perfection. And that's what's happening to all of us. So don't worry if you see some bad habits show up or some triggers and this and that. Just become aware of it and follow the tools that'll help you. Okay. I know I saw a couple other questions go by while I was talking. Can anybody pop those back in again? I often wake up, look at my phone, and it stresses me out. Yes, that is a bad habit. Do not start looking at emails first in the morning. Think about it. You're setting the tone for the day. Do you want to set your tone for the day by staring at emails? I don't, because there's always going to be a variety. Some will make you happy and some will stress you out. So you need to set the tone, you know, and yeah, yeah, it can make anxiety pop up, all kinds of things. So the thing is, you want to take that moment in reflection. So I would suggest this tool that you heard of today, right? To go and listen to a podcast, listen to, the SOS programs are very brief. They don't take all day. There's some that are 3 minutes in length, some are 5 minutes, some are 7 minutes. And it really shifts your mindset when you're listening to them. But when I'm not doing that, I also go and sit, and I have a special place in my home where I just sit in quiet and begin journaling. And amazing things start to come out that inspire me for what I want to see in my future. And I know that can happen for you as well. So thank you so much for today. It's been beautiful spending this time with you. I want you to know on Thursdays, at Thursday's webinar, we're going to take this deeper, and we have an entirely new conversation to have around mental muscles and building those mental muscles, and another set of tools and understanding you will take away with you that will support you through the rest of your life. So please invite your friends, come back. If anybody misses this, tell them they'll be able to see it on YouTube. We'll be putting it up there again too. And I want to say, please come in, download the app if you haven't yet. You can enjoy it free for a week. You can try out all the different programs and the meditations. They're wide open for you, and experience if it supports you in your life. Because really, at the end of the day, it's about you. All these tools, thank you, are about empowering you. You're the one with the power. And that's the thing I want to tell you. You are so powerful. You have no idea. And this has nothing to do with forcefulness. It has everything to do with that magnificent, infinite power inside that streams through you all the time when you connect with it. So hold on to that power, keep streaming it through you. And I look forward to seeing you on Thursday and again and again and again. Okay, sending you lots of love. See you soon. Thank you. Bye for now.